Welcome back to The Best Joker, the penultimate episode of The Best Joker. Today our subject is a performer who is playing an incarnation of another Joker who we've already seen, but from time to time gets to still play the role in different things. It's kind of complicated. Today is all about Troy Baker from Batman Arkham Origins, Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, Batman Assault on Arkham, and Batman Unlimited Monster Mayhem.
This fruitcake is fantastic! Anyone want a piece?
Performance, 1 point. Don't even say it, just don't. I won't hear anything against Troy Baker that follows the lines of, he's just doing a poor impression of Mark Hamill's Joker. This oft-cited and heavily misjudged comment had me foaming at the mouth when players finally got their hands on the eagerly anticipated third entry into the Arkhamverse, and upon finding the gaming experience understandably lackluster compared to the previous two entries, decided to pick on the face-front facets. Roger Craig Smith and Troy Baker were the unfortunate witches in a hunt that didn't even need to happen. It was incredibly unfair. Sure, people were upset with the game itself, but that didn't mean you had to go after these two. Both gents had the overwhelming task of not only mimicking, but complementing and expanding upon the roles previously played by Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, as well as convincing us that they were younger versions of the same characters. Now, if that was a wise move on developer Warner Montreal's part is still up for debate, considering the beauty of voice acting is that an older performer like Conroy could likely still pull off a 20-something version of his most beloved and celebrated character, but they did it anyway. And you know what? Troy did good. Roger did good too, but Troy did good. Troy did great. He had enough of a Hamill-esque flourish to make us believe it was the same character we fell in love with in Asylum and City, but he tugged and tweaked the performance enough to make it his own too. There is a manic wonder, a sadistic glee to his every word that you can't help but enjoy his evil actions and even find yourself disgusted with just how much you get behind him. And with each reprise of the role, Troy gets better and better. Sure, Troy's not Mark, but give him room to play, and in the years to come, he may very well get close. Story time! 1 point. Baker's Joker is the surprise antagonist of the DC animated movie Assault on Arkham, going up against the entire Suicide Squad and Batman all by himself, so undoubtedly he was the big focus there, and his section of the PS Vita Blackgate title is clearly the most fun. But what about his biggest role so far in Arkham Origins? Early announcements told us that this entry into the video game franchise would foretell the tale of Batman's first encounter with the Joker, but as soon as the promotional materials began to roll out prior to release, the focus was on Bane, Deathstroke, Deadshot, heck, it even reminded us that Black Mask was the main villain of the game this time around. By the time of launch, we'd all pretty much forgotten the Joker was involved at all, so when Black Mask, mid-heist, reveals that the real Black Mask is actually his hostage, you're left wondering who the hell the imposter is. Enter Mr. J himself, with a bigger grin than ever before and a deliciously devilish streak to boot, causing the criminal underworld to crumble around him simply because it's fun. You spend the first half of the game planning to take down one enemy, only to discover that that enemy was a different enemy all along. Joker literally steals the show! Story time! 1 point! And after that point hits his masterminding over the remaining assassins that, despite the constant glitches and the poor gameplay of Arkham Origins, keeps you entertained and gripped throughout the rest of the tale. Troy's performance and the Joker's place in the story actually hold our attention better than the gameplay does. My hat's off to him for that alone. Laugh factor, 1 point! Okay, so you have to be Mark Hamill, yet retain your own spin on the part. The Origins Joker's laugh sums up Baker's efforts perfectly. He just lets it roll out naturally, relying on the voice and the mood to carry it. It's eerie, loud, scary, and triumphant. It's the comic book laugh brought to life by yet another fantastic voice actor, and it certainly sent shivers down my spine.
Well, this should be interesting.
Era appropriate, 1 point. Absolutely! Retaining the Ledger level of menace and sadism, but harnessing Hamill's clownish charisma, Baker finds a happy medium, pleasing casual fans and bat-obsessives simultaneously. It's a carefully measured portrayal that will always work in some way, but right now it hits that sweetest of spots. Legacy, no points. Ooh, so close! Troy Baker is one of the most recent actors to portray the Joker in our list, and still holds on to the part in the Batman Unlimited toy line, spin-off material such as the animated movies, and he's also voicing him in a theme park ride with a really creepy looking animatronic. Ugh. So not enough time has passed to get a grasp of his legacy just yet. But even so, he was doomed to lose this category from day one, and all because of someone else's blunders. Arkham Origins still leaves a bitter taste in the mouths of Bat fans and gamers alike, and thanks to the coverage of Batman Arkham Knight from original developers Rocksteady, the Origins chapter and its tie-ins are now considered a spin-off story rather than a strict, accepted prequel in the Arkham tomes. So as far as the Arkhamverse is now concerned, Mark Hamill is the once and future king. But Troy remains the voice of the Arkhamverse Two-Face, as well as several other characters, and got to play the Joker in the Assault on Arkham animated DC movie spin-off alongside Kevin Conroy, the original Arkham Batman. So surely that makes him comfortably canon as can be, right? Only time will tell. Best of luck, Troy. Total 4 out of 5.
That is funny. Good one, Bats! This is going to be fun.
An impressive score for a casually dismissed, but definitely incredible and worthwhile Joker. One of my favourites, actually. However, 4 out of 5 means that Mr. Baker doesn't make it to the final showdown. But is Baker your bae? I cannot believe I just said that. If so, let me know down below in the comments and vote this video with a thumbs up to give him your vote as your favourite Joker. You know the drill by now. Next week is our final episode, including the most recent Joker of them all, so he's not going to be counted in the favourites poll that you guys have been voting for. I know, you can complain in the comments next week, but that means it's your time now. You have a week left to thumbs up your favourite Joker from the 9 contenders we've talked about so far. So I'll see you soon for the results of your voting, some FAQs on Jokers and sort of Jokers that we missed out, and of course my final assessment of the Suicide Squad Joker. Will he score well, or will I rate him really, really bad? Probably.